Hello, everybody. I'm back. It's a new year. I know I'm a bit late. I cancelled the January's one, but I'm back. I'll be back every last Thursday of the month, once a month, if that makes sense. It's nice to see everybody. It's already popping in. I've got 5 people, but I think it's going up now. I think maybe I've still got 5 people watching me. That's fantastic. Anyway, yeah, first one of the year, my first live show of the year. It's going to be a little bit different to what it normally is, but vaguely it's going to be about what's going on in Camposol at the moment, and show you what's going on at present. Also, what's going on around Spain as well, and a couple of topics we'll be talking about, the S1 and the solar power, and obviously we'll talk about the UK driving licenses. uh, Anyway, what I want to do first, as always, I want to thank my supporters, and I've got to thank straight away Top People Lobster, because it wasn't for Lobster, then I won't be able to do my live broadcast. And I believe the other day I did my first live broadcast back out exploring. So I've got to thank these guys. But guys, if you want a good deal, but you've got to phone this number. If you phone 711 and say the promotion code, which is Expat and Mazarron, and what will happen, they will send you a free SIM card, and for the first month it'll be free depending on what package you take out. Now, one of the small package is 18 gig now, and it's only €12 a month, and that's including the we call it IVA here, but VAT. And you're not contracted, guys. You can cancel it whenever you like, so you're not tied into some sort of contract. But yeah, please check out Lobster. Obviously, as it says, it's a full English mobile. What they're on about is you can actually speak to somebody, especially if you're not very good at your Spanish. So well done for those guys. I want to thank Currencies Direct as well, guys. If you There's a link below this video, and it will give you the currency rate. If obviously, if you want to find out what you're going to get for your pound or whatever else, where it depending on where you are around the world. The only reason I promote Currencies Direct because they actually got a place on Camposol, and I just get a small commission if you just mention my name. But anyway, just want to put that up as well. Also, I want to thank another guy that lives local to me, and have I got his logo? I haven't. It's I thought I had it down here tonight. I haven't got it. Cabo Tinsel. This is a sort of an adventure place. When you go up towards the guns, and they've been supporting me this year. They bought me a load of t-shirts, which I've got to thank Miguel for. So he's a top man. Thank you very much. What else I've got to get through? The coffee fund. The coffee fund. Now, the coffee fund, guys, it's not really about buying me a cup of coffee. It's just supporting the channel. It helps me with my travel expenses and buying equipment. But I've got to thank Martin, top man, and I've got to thank James for supporting me with my coffee. So, top people, most welcome to support me, guys. There's a link below as well. And not forgetting the Expat and Mazarron merchandise. There's a link below that as well. As you can see, you can have a t-shirt. You can have whatever you like virtually. If you send an email to the link below, you can have an Expat and Mazarron subscribers mug. Yeah. So, and also, if you want to join my Facebook group, Expat and Mazarron, you're most welcome to. There's just 2 questions: why you want to join it, and obviously, will you abide by the rules and you're in. And it virtually tells you what's going on at the moment, especially what I'm up to as well, and obviously any local news that's coming through. I've got a couple. Obviously, Instagram is another thing. If you want to check out, I do a daily thing on Instagram, virtually showing what the weather's like every day here where I live, especially for people coming on holiday. Some days it's lovely and sunny, and the next tomorrow, well, I think tonight we got rain, and not forgetting TikTok as well. Also got a couple YouTube channels. I've got Camposol Explorers. We're going out exploring next Friday to Mazarron mines. At the moment, the weather's not looking so good. Also, we've got Sean the Drone, if you're into droney stuff. Oh, going back to my other supporter, Cabo Tinso. Yeah, most appreciate, Miguel. Thank you much for that. What I'm going to do now, I'll just whack that off, is well, I'll put the intro in because we've got 36 in the house. Pretty amazing. I'll just put the intro up and then we get into tonight's show. I've got loads of comments as well to get through as well, but I'll just put up the intro. Well, I'm back again now. I thought what I'll first talk about is why I cancelled the January's live show, just to let you know what's going on. Now, end of last year, I had a great year ahead of me for 2022. I met somebody sort of like the last month, December time. It was to give me a lot of hope. I was hoping a lot more meeting Spanish people, also a bit of cookery, bit of wine tasting, and obviously meeting a few more Spanish contacts. But unfortunately, for some reason, that hasn't happened. Also, believe it or not, I booked a week's tour in Chernobyl for April. I was going to go over with some droney people, and we was going to fly around the abandoned city that was built just before Chernobyl went up. You know, we know the rest about the disaster there, and that was been on my bucket list for years. I always wanted to visit that place, but unfortunately, obviously, at the current moment, the trip's been cancelled anyway. It was cancelled a few weeks back because of the ongoing threat, and obviously, it sounds like now Russia's decided they've had enough and they're going to go in there. So my trip to Chernobyl's been cancelled, but also as it runs in threes. Not a couple weeks ago, obviously back in January, I was just back. Me and the wife had booked in for our booster jab, and we both went down with the dreaded COVID. My wife had it a bit worse than me, but I'll be honest, guys, it did whack me a bit. I'm coming out of it now. I still feel very tired, and that's probably why I haven't done a great amount of going out exploring, but I'm back out there again now. I feel a lot better now. Obviously recovered from that. So what I thought I would do this year is not do hardly much at all on Camposol itself, other than obviously I'll do the monthly reports on what's going on Camposol, but I won't be doing the videos that I used to do, you know, with property. But I will be going out a lot more. That's the plan anyway. Revisiting some of the golf resorts in the Mercia region. I've got a property developer on one of the golf resorts that I haven't been to for quite a few years. He's contacted me, So fingers crossed that will go well. So I'll be out exploring a lot more. And obviously next year I'll probably go back on the Camposol, things like that. I've done 6 years on Camposol, so I thought I'll give that a bit of a break. But I just thought I'll keep you in the picture of what's going on there. So the first part of this show is going to be about what's been going on in Camposol, the Camposol news. So what I've done, I've gone around, taken some photographs. I've got it all written down here. I've got it all under control. So the first thing, this is the gardens on A, down near, if you know Camposol, this is on Camposol A, down in the medical centre. Last year we had a playground built for the kids, obviously, and they put up a nice sign, and some great person contributed this table and chairs so mum and dad can sit down while the kids are playing in the playground there in the shade, which is fantastic, really. It's about time Camposol had something for the kids there, because we've got quite a few kids, young families living here on Camposol, so it's nice that at long last the council's appreciated that. And I know a lot of people over the years have been saving up to get this thing built, so well done for those guys. Over on D, Camposol D, we got a football pitch, which is amazing. Now, somebody on A, I forgot to go and contact him the other day because they had a bit of a meeting, and it's the walking football team. I think they got quite a few teams now, and they don't just play locally, they actually go down to Mazarron as well to play some of the Spanish football teams there. And also, when I was chatting, I forget their names, hopefully they're watching tonight. They got a ladies team, and I believe they do it, I might be wrong, but I know Monday morning about 9ish they get on it. I think it's men and ladies, but don't take that for me. And also I think it's Wednesdays and Fridays, but don't count that on me. But you can check it out if you go onto one of the Camposol Facebook groups. Now, what you can see at the moment, they've finished obviously the football pitch, and what you can see there at the moment, they're going to build a stand at the side there so people can sit down and watch what's going on, which would be great when that's done. I don't know when that's going to be sorted out, but what they have done at the other end, they put in a pavement and they put a parking area, and also they put up the pergola, and you got some seating there as well. So that's nice to see. Also, keeping on D, you got the gardening group. It's a massive voluntary gardening group that keeps all the garden area tidy and clean and looking after the roads as well. And just for a bit of fun, they've stuck this poor person there who puts on a happy face for everybody. Now, if you haven't noticed, if you are on Camposol at the moment, you've probably seen these shipping containers. Now, this is on Sector C, opposite the golf course, I suppose, really. Now, this will be eventually a mini golf course, a crazy golf course, I should say. And I believe the shipping containers, looks like they've been painting them already. That's going to be like a bar, maybe a bar cafe. I still don't know what the layout's going to be, but it's all been leveled off. So that's something to look forward to for this year anyway. Now, right opposite them is the Age Concern. No, is it right? Yeah, Age Concern. For us old people, very useful place to know, especially you want to find out about, because I met somebody the other day was asking about wheelchairs or mobility scooters. Now, there is a place on A that hires them out, but obviously these are the people who ask for that sort of stuff as well. And obviously you can go in there for a cup of coffee. Something I forgot to show while I was on A, we got our own proper bus stop now. Before it was just a lamp post. Now we actually got a bus shelter. Now there is a notice board there, but it's got nothing on it, which is pretty good. But no doubt there will be a notice thing on there. So, I mean, that's good. Now, somebody did ask me, what is there anything going on Camposol, like groups? Obviously, people like to meet other people. So we got a notice board just outside of Alan's shop on A. So I thought what I'd do, I'll put up some of these. So you got an art group. Now that's obviously already started. and you've got a phone number there. Well, I'm not going to keep it on there too long. You can always stop the video when if you want to make a note, especially for people on Camposol. And no doubt people that are coming over for 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, and you got the Bridge Club if you're interested. And now this is something that I took today. If you're into murder mystery, now the Diner on B is putting on this event, and obviously the money that they make on that will go to some charity, no doubt. Also, the Condado Club, which is just up the road from Camposol, the golf course place, they're doing a tabletop sale. So a lot of these are doing it for charity. And to sort of not really go off subject, really, I just thought I'd just show you. I think it's happened a couple of weeks ago, I'll be honest. I got out in my car, had ice on my windscreen, believe it or not. When I jumped into the car, it was free. Well, -3, free, and I expect in the UK that's pretty good, but here it's not so good. So see, I'm always banging on about the winter, guys. We do get it cold here, so you know. Look, I'm not waffling. And I met a few people over the past week or so. Now I met a couple of people over at the football pitch on D. They didn't want their photograph taken, which is fair enough. I mean, I always, if you come over and say hello, I always like to try and get a selfie so I can try and remember these people. Now, in this photograph here, I might have got it wrong, but I got a feeling it was Janice, Chrissy, and Jim. A lovely, lovely couple. The 2 guys on the right of me, on the left of me, I should say, are on holiday. They visit their friend there. And I got to thank very much. They come up to me. Well, they didn't come up to me. I was in the queue, and I could hear them whispering. And guys, I love saying hello to people. Right, so I'll just come off those guys now. Now, the only news I've got at the moment about Camposol is last year they're on about tarmacking the road from C to D. One of the cancelled parties blocked it, and apparently it's been unblocked. They're going ahead with it at the moment. They're just looking for tenders for who's going to take on the job. Still hasn't been no time given when they're going to actually tarmac the whole road section from C to D. But that's good to hear. Now, a lot of people ask about the hotel. Now, the hotel obviously was bought just before the COVID. They were doing it up. I think I've got a feeling the guy that owns it, he's got a chain of hotels. I think he's in Tenerife. And then the COVID kicked in. He was supposed to open anyway. It all went to pants. I think the guy's concentrating more on his hotels in Tenerife. And as far as I know, nothing's going on. People keep saying there's something going on there, but from what I could see, there's nothing going on at the hotel at all, and there's no information at all. The market that we used to have on every Thursday on that's still, we hadn't heard nothing. Apparently they're waiting for the licenses, but that's been going on for weeks now. So still no news about the market. I'm not too sure about, we have a car boot sale every Sunday down near Mariano's. I still don't know about that. I'm not in the car boot sales. So hopefully I've covered the Camposol news. Other than that, everything's going fine. As far as I know, all the shops and restaurants and whatever are all open. I believe also there's going to be a new Chinese sort of home and wear shop opening up down on B next to the garage. They're taking over 3 shop units. They've got a new sign up. I haven't actually taken a photograph of it yet, but I presume that's going to open up soon. So, I mean, that's good to see that obviously things are still carrying on as normal. So then I went out in the car just to pop down a Bolwavo, which is just down the road. It's down towards the beach. It's probably about, I don't know, about 15-minute, 20-minute drive, if that, depending on where you are on Camposol. And they put up some swings, which I thought was fantastic. So you can sit on the swings there and you can swing out. I mean, what a fantastic viewing point, because it's sort of on a high profile there, looking over the sea. And this is another shot looking over to the right of that, looking down the coastline there. And we've got those wooden steps that go down to that secluded beach. A lovely area. I thought also what I'll put up is the next day, the weather. Now the weather as from tonight, well into next week, as you can see, guys, especially if you're coming over now, I've got a special guest that's coming. I'm going to be meeting at the weekend, Yogi. If you watch my channel, Yogi's one of the most he's always asking questions, but I'm actually going to meet him at the weekend. He's come over, and unfortunately he hasn't picked a great time to come over. We've had some lovely, fantastic weather lately, but as from tonight, we got rain right through the week, so not so good if you're coming over on holiday this week. But depending on where you are, I mean, Yogi's staying over at Torrevieja Way. It could be completely different there. It could be lovely and sunny. It's just as like if you're going up the coast a bit more, the Belladorm, it probably got fantastic weather. It just, wherever you are, it's just, the weather can change so quickly. But unfortunately for us here, today was a mad rush. Me and the wife, we was tidying up the garden, getting rid of all the garden waste before the rain sets in. But we do need the rain, unfortunately. What time is it? We're coming up to 10. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a look at the comments next and just see what's in the comments. Got quite a few there. Obviously, Gemma come in quite early, but she's saying she's watching me from just down the road, the Mazarron Country Club. Top people, Nurse Jim, Gemma and Poppy. Well done. Well done, guys. Hope you enjoy your stay. That's the main thing. And my other top man who's here at the moment, Femi and Cynthia. I've got the name right, Fem. I've remembered it this time. I've got it in my head. Cynthia, great supporters as well. I've got Kev. He's back at Cheers, Kev. It's going to be a funny old week this week, isn't it? What's going on around the world. Michael's just popped in as well. Well done, guys. My great friend John, always supporting me on my Instagram. And don't forget the thumbs up. We got Steve. I'm at the quiz on the backup team. Oh, Steve. So Steve's obviously watching me and doing the quiz. Hope you're not cheating. I've got Wayne, top man. Nice to see you. RV in the house as well. Evening, sir. Hope you're enjoying it. I've got the Facebook using that. That could be. Hi, Sean. Alan. We are here now and just bought a house in Camposol. Well done, guys. Hope you enjoy your stay. Hope you enjoy your new life, as you say. Well done. I don't know who you are, but hopefully you'll probably put your name out later on. I've got Paul. Good evening, Sean. Hope you're well, Paul and Jam. You're back in the UK. Well done, guys. Hope you're fitting well. Nice to see you back. So says the Facebook user. Thank you. When the Facebook user thing comes up, I don't know who you are, but I will, when I check over Facebook later, I'll be able to see who you are. But thank you very much for popping in. I've got evening, Sean, and everybody from Steve, top man. I've got a Cornish. Well done. Hello, nice to see you. Oh, you know what? I was about to say the weather's been fantastic, but as from tomorrow, it'd be a bit like Cornwall. Terry, hola. Terry and Sue, well done, guys. Thanks for popping in. I've got my top man from the US, Rob. Hola, sure. Lunchtime here. Going to Mexico in about a month's time. Now, Rob, did I hear you're going to be moving to Mexico? Is that true? Tony, nice to see you back. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for being back in. I got Mark. Hello from Mark from Amsterdam. 3 degrees only. 3 degrees. God, that's cold, isn't it? I think today hasn't been so warm, but it's. I was sat out in the sun for a bit. I have to be honest. It's probably about 15, I suppose. Rob woke up to -18. That's cold, Rob. I don't want to, I don't want to know about that. Glad you're back. Well, you have really helped us decide to buy here. So thank top people. I'm glad that you made the decision. Obviously, I've helped a bit, but you've made the decision, and wish you all the best. No doubt, I'll see you around Camposol. Malcolm, hi Sean, great to see you back. Thank you, Malcolm. I've got the Spanish Homestead guys. Hi Sean from us. All well done, you guys. I see a little boy. He's a lot better now. And he showed a photograph of him the other day. He was out helping his dad with a wheelbarrow. Well done, guys. Thank you very much. We were having a live one. Well done, you guys, and a live one as well. Cheryl says, hi, hope to you. Hi to you all. Hope markets come back. Yes, thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, I hope so too. It'd be nice to have the market back, because obviously with the market, it's a bit of everything. Obviously, you've got the fruit and veg, you've got accessories, knickknacks, and clothing. Yeah, I'm looking for. I'm just, I'm hoping the market will be back soon. Lorraine, Lorna. Hello, Sean. Glad to see you back. We'll be out in Spain soon. Be nice to have warm weather and sun on our backs. Yes, John. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, it is starting to warm up now. What I've noticed during the daytime, it's been lovely and warm. Obviously, in the evenings, it's still a little bit chilly, and we still have the heating on a little bit. But yeah, and then in a month's time, it'll be great. Yeah, you're back, Sean. Keep up the good work and bring some sunshine back into our lives. Thank you. Malcolm, Sean, we saw some info about a sinkhole. Hang on, Sean, we saw some info about a sinkhole near the road from B to D over the bridge. Is there any problems? Yeah. Okay. That's a good. I wouldn't say. I suppose it is a bit of a sinkhole. Yeah. There's been a hole. To be honest, Malcolm, it's been there probably about 2 years. Really, it's what it is. It's at the side of the bridge, and obviously, as the months go on, the hole's getting bigger and bigger. They've got it combed off. Now, all I know is obviously it's in the council's board to sort it out. I mean, no doubt they will have to. Obviously, if it gets to a stage where they'll find the bridge is unsafe, then they would have to shut off the bridge, and then there isn't a rear access on D that goes through the what I call the plastic greenhouse place, which will make it a massive detour. But yeah, I mean, I still haven't heard no information from our councillor on Camposol, Savannah. There doesn't seem to be a lot of talk about, but obviously that's up to no doubt the council has got to deal with that. But there is a hole. But at the moment, you can still go over the bridge. It's pretty safe still. But yeah, obviously that hole is coming across the road a little bit by bit. But yeah, it's something I know. No doubt the gardening groups on C probably keep an eye on that week by week. But yeah, it's definitely there. Thanks for mentioning that, Malcolm. Stave Yogi should be on Camposol. Where is he? Where is he tonight? Says Steve. Yogi's turned up. He flew in. I'll be honest. I haven't had no information from Yogi today, because he's supposed to have flown in from the UK to Torrevieja this evening. So are we still on the flight? I don't know. But I'm hoping to get a phone call from Yogi tomorrow. So we'll probably do a live broadcast, no doubt, so you can actually see the man Yogi. Robert, hi Sean. Be there in March. Can't wait. Well done, guys. Look forward to seeing you all. Yogi, he's in the house. He's just landed. Good evening, Sean. Just landed. Well done. So that was about. So look, that was at 9:54. Oh, so you're in. You're here in sunny Spain, sort of. June, Hi, Sean, Julian Graham. Thank you much, guys. Waiting for my car rental at Alicante Airport. Well done. That shouldn't take long. So you should be back in Torrevieja probably, I don't know, half an hour maybe. No plans to move yet. Always best to wait then, Rob, especially if it's 18 below. Nicola, hi, Sean. Can you turn the temperature up, please? I wish I could. I've been stuck in my trousers for about 3 months now. It's got to be. I mean, it has been. I think the other day I went out with Bonnie Dog. Went out exploring. I was down into my t-shirt, and I did think, I think it's time for my shorts. But come the evening, no. So yeah, I can't wait to turn up that heat because it will happen. Don, great to see you, Sean. Spare a thought for us, for those people. Yes, that's very true, Don. Obviously, I wanted to go over there. I know a guy in the UK that arranged a trip with us drone people. We had people from America, I think Belgium as well. We're all going to fly over there. The guy that organises it obviously knows quite a few of the Ukrainian people. But it's obviously what's going on at the moment. It's all had to be cancelled, unfortunately. But yeah, not so good for those people in that country. But very much that, Don. Carol, good evening, Sean. Glad to see you back. Hope to see you in April. Well done. I've got 50 in the house now. Now up, it's that one, isn't it? No, it's that one. Now you can't see it, but I can tell how many thumbs up I've got. And looking at the thumbs up, it just looks like one, but I can't believe it's just one thumbs up. Come on. I think what it is, I can't see the thumbs up on my video that I broadcasting. Hi, Sean Matthews. Good to see you back. Hope you're well. Yes, and Bob from West Yorkshire. Thank you much, guys. Thanks for putting your name on there. Most appreciate that. Top man, Yogi. Enjoy your stay. So Steve, he's a top man. And I think I've already got down to my last one on there. A large hole in the road. Oh, the police. I think the police have been looking into that old Kev for about past year or so. But yeah, they're definitely looking into that hole. Harvey's just come up, said, thank you much, people. I've got 50 in the house and I've got 47 thumbs up, so that can't be bad. And then I got 15 thumbs up. Anyway, 19 thumbs. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, guys. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so I've got to all the comments for the moment. I'm going to go back into my pictures. Have I done everything on there? I think I have. So I'll go back onto the comments. So I'm just... So I got on my topics tonight. We got about half an hour. I got S1s and non-lucrative visas. Now, I did all this back in January, and I don't know why I put that down now. I think what it is... Now, obviously... when you become of pension age, not 65, but of pension age, you can apply for S1. Now, obviously, if you come over on your visa or you've been living in Spain and you're a resident, once you become of pension age, you can apply for your S1, but you have to apply for it, guys. They won't get hold of you. You have to apply for it. You have to go. You can get people to take you through the paperwork, or you can do it yourself. Me and the wife did ourselves. It does. If you get to know Spain, the bureaucracy side of it is a bit not complicated. It's just all over the place, and it does take time. You know, you got to get a padron. You have to go to. I'm trying to think of it now. I can't think of it now. You got to go somewhere. I can't think of the name of it now. Oh God. You have to go to somewhere to get the piece of paper, and then it's sent back off to UK, and the UK come back. Yes, you got your S1, and then you contact the Spanish health system, and you go and see the doctor, and then he confirms your name and your address and your phone number, and then eventually you get your medical card. Now, when you get your medical card, then you're on the Spanish health system, which is pretty good if you can speak Spanish. I've been to the doctors twice now. I've been to the doctors 3 times, which is to say, the first time it was complete. Apparently, you could, because everything's modern now. You can use an app. You can book your appointment online on your app, I should say. And I went down there, and apparently somehow I pressed the wrong button, and I didn't get that appointment. And the lady couldn't speak much English, which is not her fault. It's my fault. I forgot my phone, so I couldn't translate it to her. So I had to make another appointment eventually. Anyway, it's there. I'll be honest. I'm thinking about maybe going on the private health system here on campus. Now we got like a private doctors, so you pay like either a yearly fee or a monthly fee. I don't know. I'm going to look into it a little bit more because my predicament really is because I can't speak much Spanish. I've got a problem with my hip, and trying to explain it to the doctor, we're not getting anywhere. I've had an X-ray, which is the main thing. I've had an X-ray now, so I'm waiting for the results back from the X-ray, and hopefully I'll be contacted by a specialist, and then maybe I'll be taken on by the hospital. But if not, I might have to go to the private doctors because they can speak pretty good English. Trying to get over something that's pretty difficult to communicate about problems. Anyway, I just thought to mention that. So you do need to, when you're here in Spain, you do need to speak Spanish, guys. You can't just rely on your magic app to translate things because it does get confusing. Right, non-lucrative visas. Now, I think I can remember what it was all about now. Now, there's a couple over here already here in Spain that have been living on Camposol for about a year now. And he said to me, where do I renew my visa? And I thought, surely wouldn't the embassy tell you that? Because obviously when you apply for your non-lucrative visa, after the first year, you have to reapply for it again for the next 2 years and so on. So you get your 5 years and then you become a resident. But apparently you can go to any, there's a name for it now. Hopefully, if Sheila's watching me, or Fiona Harvey, I think it's the other lady, they can sort out those sort of things. And it's a simple procedure, apparently, because you're obviously not going to go back to the UK to the Spanish embassy to reapply for your non-lucrative visa. So that's something that come up in talking. Anyway, my next topic was the solar power. And I was pretty, I mean, I bang on about solar power. I can't believe where I am. Anyway, I can't say for other places in Spain, but for where we are in the Murcia region, I hardly see any solar panels. I mean, there are some houses that got solar panels. Most houses have got like a solar panel to heat the water. And to be quite honest, I don't think they're very effective. But because they're always leaking, the pipe keeps breaking, and they got water everywhere. But other than that, I don't see many places. And when I've contacted a few local solar panel suppliers, as soon as I mention about, oh, can I make a video? And then that's it. They just don't want to know. I don't know why. And all I can put it down to is the expense of it. Because I went to my local bank the other day. I was having a few problems, like you do with the bank. I pay a quarterly bank fee, like most banks do here in Spain. You have to pay a fee. And he came out and said, "Oh, do you want solar panels?" And I thought, "Yeah, I'm interested in solar panels." And he told me how much it would cost. And I could have it in installments. I could pay it off in 5 or 10 years. The panels were supposed to be guaranteed for 30 years, which I thought, well, I don't think I'm going to last that long. But when we worked out the costing with the or 5 or 10 years, what we were saving on one side of it, we'd be paying out on another wouldn't be really saving much, really. Apparently, you get off your like council tax. I think the first 3 years you get a percentage knocked off that. And it, to me, I just thought it's so expensive. Why is it so expensive here? And the other thing was that the company that the bank had given me, and obviously they sent me, I had given my email address. They sent me a I don't know, like an inquiry thing. Would you be interested in one of our guys coming around to do a survey? And it had a video on there, which I thought, well, that's interesting. I watched the video. It was just a video, a guide really on what would be. But when I looked at, obviously the video was for a YouTube video for their company. And we're talking 2022, and the video that they were still using was back 2016. So that didn't really, that didn't give me no interest at all. So people out there that's got solar power, I should say. Now I know, obviously, the Spanish homestead, they got solar panels. What did interest me, he did say that when he got really, because we got rain coming up now for the next 3 or 4 days, and they got a good chance of having no energy. Once they've got not enough being taken from the panels, they have to use a generator. So interesting. So solar power companies out there, I would love to contact you guys and make a video and see why it's so expensive. I can't understand here in Spain. Surely, outside of Camposol, we got a massive solar farm built. It's huge, acres and acres of panels. Interestingly, it's been paid for by the Chinese, but not Spain. But yeah, so okay. Another thing that I want to mention that's come through again is obviously the UK license. If you applied for your Spanish license for exchange, I believe 2020, they've extended it yet again to the end of April. They keep on extending it. Now, there's a lot of people getting a bit confused now. And if you come out to Spain with the new visa, especially the non-lucrative visa, you can only use your UK driving license for 6 months only, and after that you have to apply for a Spanish driving license, which means you have to take a driving test. Now, the thing at the moment is where they've been extending this is they've already said a couple of weeks ago that the Spanish police were going to start stopping people, especially UK reg cars, to make sure that they're insured, because apparently after the 6 months, no matter if you still got your driving license, your insurance will be invalid. So some guys have to be careful of. I mean, the police made it quite clear as from the 1st of March, they'll be doing a lot more spot checks on people to make sure that they've got the proper license. So just be careful out there, guys. Okay, the next thing, I just want to say I'll be meeting the famous Yogi at the weekend, which I can't wait to. He apparently he's already put up that he's arrived here in the Spain. He's down at Alicante, sorting out his car rental, which is fantastic. Now, hopefully, I'm going to be seeing him on Saturday. I hope to do a live broadcast so we see the man himself, because obviously Yogi's really interested in about living here in Spain. And he's obviously going to be which is good what he's doing. He's coming over to Spain. He's having a look at the areas that he wants to live in, and I can't wait to meet him. So I'm just going to go back into some of the comments. I was just looking at Rob's comment there. I haven't got a clue what that is about, Rob. So no doubt you're going to explain to me. I take it you're on about the correct paperwork for Mexico, no doubt. I've got Mike and Yvonne. Got the name right there. Hi, Sean. Great to see you back here, watching from a wet, cold Cleckheaton. I'm obviously in Yorkshire. But honestly, guys, I think from tomorrow we're going to have the same weather as you guys, and it looks like it's going to be here for the next week. Now, obviously, Rob's been doing my my translations for my hip. Oh dear, I'm starting to cough now. Hello, Sean. Just got back. Oh, you just got back from the quiz night. Hope you won tonight, Mandy. I bet you did, didn't you? I bet you got some bottles of champagne. Cheryl, you give good information out there. Thank you, Cheryl. I'll try to give out some information. I don't know if it's the correct, but mostly correct. Sorry I'm late. Yeah, all right, Steve, top man. Oh, Yogi's still waiting for his car at the moment. Oh no, Yo, I'm sure it won't be. So you're obviously going to be a bit late tonight, and Yogi. But thanks for keeping us informed. Oh no, you came second, Mandy. That's not so good, is it? But better to be second than last, isn't it? That's the main thing. Well done. So I've got 15 minutes to chitter chatter, and unfortunately, I didn't really put down much for this week, or this month, I should say. So what I will say, what I said at the beginning really is what we're going to be doing this year, because obviously last year, as always, you always have a plan for the new year, and things end of last year was all going well. I thought, wow, we have a fantastic year, and as always, it doesn't go to plan. And I think the worst thing of it obviously was the frigging COVID, because like you said, I was going to have a booster. So a wife wanted to go to Canada to visit her brother, who's a lot older than her. Well, that's put a stumble on that. Obviously, my trip to Ukraine hasn't gone to plan, unfortunately, for what's going on over there as well. So at the moment, I've sort of, like I said, it also that I'm not going to do so much on Camposol this year. Over the past 6 years, I've done so much on Camposol. I thought I'll give it a bit of a break, but I will go out and revisit a lot of the golf resorts that I've done over the past years, and just see how they're coming, because obviously with the COVID, the one up the road, the Condado, had to shut its golf. I think it's GKN owned 4 golf courses in the area, and I believe they sold 2 off, and one of them was the Condado, and I think the other one was Hacienda de Alimo, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I know they've still got the Tour and El Val, I think was the 2 main ones. But with some of these golf resorts as well, now obviously with the Condado, as far as I know, a UK golf company is taking it over, but I still haven't seen no development on that. And looking at the actual complex, even though they're building new villas, which is good to see, and new apartment blocks, that's good. The shop side of it, shop and restaurants, a few of them I noticed were shut. So I'm going to be going back to some of the other resorts and see how things are going, because another one was the Hacienda de Animo, which is not too far away. So it's the next one up, really. And that the hotel got shut down, the golf course got shut down, the golf club, quite a bit of it was shut down, and it was all just before the COVID. Everything they had, the hotel was there. They've done a lot of new building, and then the COVID come along, and it just all went down the pot. So I want to hopefully to see that's starting to come back up again, because there are a few places around where there's a lot of new development going on, which is good to see. And one of the golf courses I can't even pronounce. I haven't been there for 4 years. I was contacted by a guy who's bought a load of property there. He's doing up a show house, and he wants me to go out there and do a video on it. And that's nice to see. Obviously, things are picking up again, which is good. So I want to see how things are going on that side of it, because what I do notice on some of the we get a lot of free magazines here in Spain, and some of the magazines do sort of spice it up a bit, saying that, you know, it's a lovely golf course, it's got this and that, when actually it hasn't really, or it's just word of mouth. They're saying, oh yeah, lovely golf course, but it's not open at the moment, but there's been development that it will be open. Well, they've been saying that for 2 or 3 years. It's not fair on people if they're expecting to buy some place. Now, I also got my eye on 2 off-plan places at the moment. One's up near the Tour. It's opposite, I can't think of the name. It's opposite the Golf Deluxe mini golf course. It's a massive place they've built now, and I know they put in the infrastructure, they put the roads in, they've dug out a massive where they're going to have a lake. Now, on their CGI stuff they put up, you know, with lovely, you know, where it's been superimposed, people have got this big lake, it's like a beach sort of effect. Well, that's not there. There's no lake there at all, but they are actually starting to build some villas. But what always worries me is that these sort of complexes, because they're such big complexes that, okay, maybe they get 100 people. I mean, these places are designed for 5,000 or more apartments. So you get a couple of 100 people buy some apartments there, and then what do? They sure they're not going to finish it. They're just going to leave it. So these people are just left with half-built urbanizations again. And there's a place down near Aquiles, which I've seen yet again on Facebook. They've got the CGI stuff up of what it's going to look like when it's done. They've been doing this for, I would love to put the name up, guys. I can't even think of the name of it, but it's near Aquiles. It's going to look fantastic when it's built. Now, this I know is a British construction company that's supposed to be doing. They haven't done nothing. They got like a show house, you know, the sales office. They've got the sales office there. Nice bit of carpet, nice building looking over the sea. That's what they're selling. The view. Nothing going on at all. They've got some flagpoles up. Those flagpoles have been up for nearly 2 years. The flags are really rotted, and there's nothing. And what concerns me is, obviously, back in 2008, when they were building these sort of complexes all over the place, no control at all. People were paying their deposits and not getting the money back. Now, they're saying that the bank guarantees these payments. But since I've been here in Spain for 6 years, I've seen 3 banks they've just gone bankrupt. So, are they saying, you know, are you guaranteed? And I don't think you are. And I've been watching a estate agent guy down in Malaga. He's had enough with some of the big developed building companies down in the south of not keeping to their promise when they finish these complexes. They say as soon as the people paid their money, that's it. Even though the building's not been properly finished, you know, obviously like anything else. Maybe they haven't put the lights in properly, or they haven't done the roof correctly. As soon as they got the money, they're walking away from it, you know, and you have to deal with solicitors and more costing, and it's not fair. And hopefully Spain, you know, with what's coming out of this COVID, is going to get the grips of all this, because it's not fair on people putting money into places, this sort of property. But anyway, as I always say, guys, when you're coming out to Spain, have a good look around. You know, check property out. Don't get pushed into putting a deposit down. Check the area. I mean, not just obviously just checking the property, but check the area as well. Make sure it's suited for you, because you might have a lovely property and then find in a year or so time you're not happy with the area for some reason. So yeah, am I babbling? I've got 5 minutes to babble on. Anyway, I'm just going to go back into the comments again. City Hall. Is that yes? That's very true, Rob. Yeah, you find every time you want to get something done, obviously, be it your S1 or sometimes even you want to buy a car, sometimes you have to have a padron. Now, the padron, this is a piece of paper. I was like, I'll tell you what, we've just going through our TIE. Now, we've obviously they've changed the resident card. We used to have a little green card. I think I've still got it. And I've gone for the, it's got a picture of me on it now. And it's got all your details on it, TIE card. They all want us to have a TIE card now. And to apply for that, I had to pay, I think it was, I don't know, 20 euros or something. Then I had to pay for the actual, you got to pay for the card. I think that's 12.50. I had to get a padron to apply for it. Yeah, the padron, this padron is pretty important, but it only costs €2. But you have to go down to the town hall to apply for it. Now, I believe in some places in Spain, you actually do it online, but in this region, you actually got to go to your town hall. So thank you for that, Rob. We go back to UK Saturday, Sean. Can we meet up tomorrow to buy you a coffee? Emma and Chris, we are the mystery Facebook users. God, what is golf? Yeah. Can we meet up tomorrow? Okay. If it's the couple, I think that I was supposed to meet a week ago. If I said outside, look at this, I did it online as well, did it live. Rendezvous. If I say rendezvous at 1 o'clock, would that be all right? And guys, I'll just write that name down so don't forget it. Emily and Chris, or maybe it's somebody else. I don't know. If I put 1 p.m., I've got a feeling I've got nothing. Yeah, would that be all right, guys? If you're still watching, take care, buddy. Tony, very much for popping in. Most appreciate it. Welcome to Spain, Yogi from Stave. He's a top man. Good night, Shaw. Great show, great information. Will we be there end of April? Malcolm, top man. Thank you much for popping in. Most appreciate that. John's in the house now. John's got it. I, Sean, booked flights to visit my apartment in Condado Easter Sunday for 1 week, but tried booking a car hire. But they are quoting me. Yeah, so looks like I have to catch more trip. Any idea? The only place that I know, John, is the Bolwavo car hire down at Bolwavo. I don't know what their prices are, but I have heard some of the car companies are whacking it up. Now, somebody else did say to me, I'm not too sure where you're flying in from. Is electric cars. But I haven't got no more information on it. Somebody said to me, if you hire out an electric car for some reason, it's cheaper. And I'm not really sure. I mean, if you're flying into Corvera Airport, I mean, they've got the main, like gold hire, and I suppose they're going to be charging the most, aren't they? Hopefully, John, somebody else is going to put a comment up on that. Kev, you can't trust that paperwork for a house in order to some areas. Take a look at the issues of the Almeria area, legal papers from local government overall. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, Almeria's got probably one of the worst areas for, oh God, I mean, I've got a friend of mine who lives down in Allbox, and he's on land that shouldn't have been built on, and obviously his house was built on there. Yeah, obviously things haven't changed in Corvera. Yeah, I'm sorry, John, I can't help you. Other than obviously you got the coach. I mean, obviously you don't mind being stuck at Condado for the week. There is a coach that runs through obviously Camposol, the Condado, every day, twice a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. But obviously, if you want to get about, I mean, that's something. I suppose you can still you got the coach. You could ask me what time. I've got a feeling the coach leaves the Corvera in the morning about 11 o'clock, and then I presume probably in the evening about 6. But that's about as much as I know, John. Hopefully that's something. Padron, you can get it. Oh, can be done online if you have a. Oh yeah, the digital certificate. Now that's something that comes up quite a lot now. The digital certificate. I'm just going to grab mine because it's coming up to that time. But yeah, digital certificate. If you can get one of those in Spain, you can get your hands on most things. Pretty important thing. And Rob's Hester Yeah. Anyway, Rob, you're a top man for coming in for that. It's coming up to, I can't see, what's happened to the time on the, oh, there it is. Yes, it's ready. It's that time, guys. Anyway, most appreciate everybody popping in tonight, especially you, Rob. Anyway, as you can see, I'm back again on the 24th of March. Let's get that right because we're in February still, aren't we? So 24th of March, I'm back again on a Thursday night, 9:30 Spanish time. And I most appreciate everybody coming in. Malcolm, problem with higher prices, the short. Yeah, that's what I think. That's something we talked about a while back. But thanks for that, Malcolm. I know you're not the only one. John has mentioned about car is sort of tripled in price. Anyway. It did go quick. Amazing how an hour just shoots. But anyway, guys, most appreciate being in the house. I most appreciate everybody still watching as well. 41 in the house. Amazing. I'll catch you next March. But I will be doing a lot more live broadcasts. So be aware. If you ring the bell, you know I'm going live. Anyway, stay safe and keep watching. Okay, let's get this fine. Where is it? It's the in-out thing.